Go ahead, turn it up. It's the Record Machine Show with your host, Jimmy Howe.
Loneliness is such a vicious cycle. Why did I kick myself out of my inner circle? There is no place in the world for wasted space. My best friend, then you see, he picked her over me. And what's more, I'm a bore. Don't need more than just a few friends, maybe three. But you see, life is cruel when you're a wannabe like me. I met a girl, but I don't think it will work. She's a 10, I'm just a jerk. She's a boss, I'm just a clerk. Doesn't say it, but I see it. Look at him instead of me, and I'm stuck here instead, all alone in my head. And what's more, it's a chore, trying to talk my way into belonging. And someday I'll feel free, but life is cruel when you're a wannabe like me. My therapist, he thinks it's self-esteem. Whoa, but I don't know the world is really me. Whoa, my whole life everyone was hanging out without me. My whole life was never fun, 'cause they forgot about me. Such a vicious cycle. Why did I kick myself out of my inner circle? The more I try, it seems I'm chasing after dreams. There's a party here tonight, I forgot my own invite. And what's more, I can see what it means to be oh so very lonely, left out of the crowd. There's no place you'll see when you're a wannabe like me. My therapist, he thinks it's self-esteem. Whoa, but I don't know the world is really me. Whoa, my whole life everyone was hanging out without me. My whole life was never fun, 'cause they forgot about me. It's self-esteem. Whoa, but I don't know the world is really me. Whoa, my whole life everyone was hanging out without me. My whole life was never fun, 'cause they forgot about me. Why should they care? I'm not going anywhere. There's no peace, no relief for a wannabe like me.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome pop recording artist Adam Wedd to the program. How you doing, Adam?
Hey man, how's it going?
Going pretty good. What are you up to today or tonight?
Hey man, I'm in Dublin, Ireland at the moment on day 3 of songwriting for a record that's coming out next year. So, yeah, I am currently at Yellow Door Music Studios in Dublin, in Ireland. I don't know if you can see the video, but yeah, it's quite a cool little kitchen space. Cool studio. I think it's the biggest studio space in Dublin, so it's cool to be here today. But I arrived early hours on Monday morning, straight into a songwriting session. Then I had a heavy night on Monday with a radio DJ here. We had a lot of Guinness. And then Tuesday, another recording session. And today, the third one. And I fly back at 4 a.m. So I'm like knackered, but it's been great.
Wow. You must be tired, huh?
Pretty tired, but it's worth it. The songs sound great. I'll send you some demos at some point so you can have a listen.
That's pretty cool. Now, the last time we spoke on the air was January of 2021. Since then, you've recorded a brand new EP titled Pop Goes the Indie Kid, which is coming out in September. Can you talk about that a little bit?
Yeah, I'd love to. I can't believe it was that long ago. Wow, man. How have you been? I hope you're well.
I'm doing great. How about yourself?
Good, man. Yeah, very good. I'm excited about the record. It's taken me about 10 months or so to pull it together. Not because I haven't had the songs, but it's the it's the behind the scenes, like the marketing, the promo, and I wanted to get it right. So we're doing a video for every track and got the blog from it. And yeah, I feel really positive about it. I'm glad to get something out there because I've just been putting singles out for a couple of years. So my plan is to put this record out and then a couple more short EPs and hopefully get an album out in the next couple of years. But it's a lot more work than I thought it would be, but I've absolutely loved every minute of it.
Awesome. Now, this podcast is going to feature 2 tracks off the EP, FOMO and Homesick. What's the story behind the 2 songs?
Yeah. So FOMO, I wrote with a friend who lives in Pittsburgh. She's like the lyrics person. So I sent her a guitar idea. She sent me back full lyric, and then I did the full, like the full music. It was, so yeah, we kind of finished the main thing in a week. And then my friend Marek Demel, who does like Sam Smith, and there's a band here called McFly, who are like a pop punk band. He does those, and I was really lucky to get him involved producing it. And then my friend Rebecca Garcia Strong, who I met at Abbey Road one time because she was recording there, she offered to come and play on it, so we got her involved. And I just feel really lucky that people are wanting to jump on board.
Very cool. What about Homesick?
Homesick, I wrote with a friend of mine just after the pandemic called Will Nias. He lives in, you can't make this stuff up, but he lives in Bermuda now and has married a wonderful Bermudan lady.
Okay.
And we wrote it when he was still living in London. And about that feeling of just missing home or missing someone that feels like home. And we both kind of came from different angles. But like, yeah, the song, we chatted for 3 or 4 hours. We didn't even pick up an instrument. And then suddenly the song just kind of fell out.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites on the EP. And this EP, you've released a couple of lyric videos that I seen on your YouTube page, one for OK and for Homesick. Will there be a video for FOMO?
Yeah, FOMO video comes out this Friday. It's going to be out on YouTube, Spotify, Instagram. So yeah, there'll be a lyric video hopefully in a couple of weeks, but first we're putting the main music video out this Friday. So yeah, I'm super excited for that. That was really fun to film that.
Oh, so you shot an actual music video for FOMO?
Yeah, the video we basically wanted to create a video, a promo FOMO video, if you will, and we blew up like 80 balloons while I sang, and then they kept throwing balloons at me, and they kept popping because they hit the guitar, and I was laughing, and then we got some extras in to pretend they were having a really good time while I was having a really crappy time to show that, the idea of FOMO is you're missing out. You feel like you're missing out on the best party, where the best company ideally should be your own if possible. And that's kind of the concept behind the song. But yeah, the video is a lot of fun. And we kind of did it on a budget, like everything. I'm not signed to a label, so it's just literally DIY everything, which is a lot of fun, but you've got to be creative to try and make it work in a way.
Mm-hmm. Now, do you enjoy shooting the music videos as much as writing and recording the songs?
Yeah, I do. I really do. Because if you get the right people, you just have a lot of fun. It's just another way to be creative, and you're telling the story of the song in another way. And I feel these days, because we're so visual with media, like the YouTube, TikTok, like it's almost like if you've got a great song or you feel it's a great song, the video is just as important. And I never used to think that, but now I'm like, I see it as important as the song. It's like another side to make it like 4D or 5D, if you like.
Yeah, it's good for the fans to get a visual of the person's, performing the song, correct? It's a good marketing tool.
I think so. I think it is. I think it's just the way our brains are programmed these days, because everything's got visual content alongside the audio. So yeah, I think so. TikTok, I'm not really so great with. I need to work it out at some point.
Yeah. Now, this year, you've played more live shows and tours than ever before. Also been featured on a few FM radio stations. What have those experiences been like?
The touring's been great, and I really love playing live. That's why I do it, because I love I know a lot of artists say this, I think, but the live thing, it never gets boring for me, because there's always something that could go wrong, or some audience member that might think it's a comedy show and try and help you. And, I love trying just to get everyone involved. I've got the biggest shows I've ever played this fall coming up. There's an American band called We Three who they were finalists on America's Got Talent, and I don't think Simon Cowell put them through, but they've got a massive fan base, and I'm going to be playing some 1,000 to 2,000 capacity venues with them when they come over to the UK. So I'm super pumped about that in October, but really, really scared at the same time. Now,
you visited New York as well. What was that like?
I love it. I really like New York. It's a bit like London, but on steroids. It's like, it's cool. In England, we have a reputation for not really saying what we think, whereas in New York, you know where you stand. And if someone doesn't like you, they'll tell you. If they do like you, they tell you. And I think that's kind of nice. You can work with that.
Yeah. So far, favorite show or venue, which one has it been this past year?
So far, my favorite show I played was at the Players Club in New York, which is like an actors guild. That was really special. They made us like a Manhattan cocktail on arrival, which was pretty strong. So that was fun. But like the audience got involved, and it was a privilege to be there because all of the greats over the years have like performed there or hung out there. So that was really special.
Would you say that's your biggest career highlight so far, or do you have another one?
Oh, that's a good question. To be honest, the biggest career highlight, I'm really bad at looking back, so I'm glad you're asking me this question, because the biggest career highlight coming up is definitely these We Three shows, because they're going to be massive venues for me. But the biggest one to date, which I should celebrate, you're right, I'm just trying to work out what it will be. The last 3 days in Dublin, I've written 3 songs in 3 days with 3 separate producers, and I'm really proud of that. It's felt in a weird way these last 3 days. It's felt like work because it's been long hours and hard work, but it's felt good. I feel like I enjoy my job, and it's nice to be able to call it a job and not just a hobby. Both are great, and I think the last 3 days, probably because they're fresh on my memory. But yeah.
Where do you draw inspiration from your lyrics?
I think from the pain of life sometimes, but also from the high moments and the low moments. And the last 2 days they're almost like therapy sessions. You get to really think about the good and the bad things and put them into some kind of story. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that makes sense. Now, how has your sound evolved over the last couple of years?
Yeah, I think that's a cool question. It's definitely gone through this sort of like poppier sound, but you'll hear from the record, I don't know what you think, but there's like a bit of a pop punk edge, slight rock, slight folky thing, and I think I'm kind of tickling the genres because I'm still discovering what I can do, and I'm seeing what works. So in the next kind of year, you can expect some different singles and EPs where I kind of tickle some different genres. So I think it's still evolving, but it was a lot more basic, and I feel like I'm more confident in what I'm doing now, which is nice.
Very cool. Now, when you perform and the audience sings along, how does the energy make you feel?
Oh, it's really cool, man, because I can't afford a choir, so it's a nice cheap way to get a bigger sound. You just give them something to do. And also, I feel like most people are like me, where if I don't have something to do, I get in trouble. So maybe it saves them some money on drinks if they know they've got to sing. I'm kind of joking, but yeah, it's actually it feels really special to know that we've written something that is accessible for us all to sing together. Because those communal moments, like in football stadiums, it's like the best side of humanity, where we come together, and for that moment you're one song or whatever. Which that sounds very hippie-ish, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Any hobbies or interests outside of music when you're not performing? What do you like to do for fun?
I love gardening. It's very rock and roll. Swimming, running, playing chess with my kids, which I love. That's it. I really want to get into video gaming, but I don't have time for much hobby. It's because when I'm not playing live or writing, I'm promoting. I've got a spreadsheet with my radio contacts and my blog contacts, and I've got columns in there, and so I don't have a lot of downtime right now, but I'm hopefully, once I've got my album done, I can have some time off. But it's every day I sort of wake up and I'm learning some Polish on Duolingo on the app. So that's a hobby, I guess, right?
Yeah, not bad. Now, if not a career in music, what occupation would you have pursued if you weren't a musician?
I think a chef, because I love cooking, and I got told sometimes I look like Gordon Ramsay. So I'm like, I think maybe I could.
Well, you don't.
So, look, we have a kitchen right here, so it's like.
Oh, nice. Well, you don't talk to people the way he does, though, right?
No, I try not to. I tend to lose friends if that happens. So, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Now, you got any shows coming up that you want to talk about?
Oh yeah. What are we in August? I'm playing in LA for the first time ever on the 22nd of September. So that's going to be cool. Tickets, there's very limited tickets left, I think, and they're quite pricey, I thought, the tickets. So, but if you're in LA, I think it's like $40, $45, right? Which I think is quite pricey for an artist like my size. But I think, I'm looking forward to doing that. And then I've got a run of shows in the UK and Berlin. I'm doing a headline gig, which I'm so excited about, on the 2nd of November. I'm trying to sort out more US shows, but I need to sort out a working visa to do it properly, because otherwise I'm going to get shut down, and I don't want that to happen.
Yeah. Do you have a website that you'd like to promote?
Yeah, I adamweddmusic.com. There's a mailing list there, so if you pop in your email address, every couple of months I'll just send you a little email to tell you a news update, a bit like a family newsletter. But I try not to make it too long. So that's probably the best way.
All your socials are up there, your music, your merch, your tour dates, etc., right?
Yeah, we've sold out of... no, we haven't. We've got FOMO, which is the single, out this Friday. We've got little postcards, which you can get for $1 or so. So that's cool. But lots more merch coming next year. But yeah, adamweddmusic.com or Instagram I'm on probably the most. Mm-hmm. It's, I think, for different age demographics, people use different social media. So they said they're like, if you're 40 or 50 plus, then Facebook might be your thing. If you're under like 40, then maybe it's an Instagram thing. And then TikTok is definitely like your teens or 20s. And I don't know. I kind of use Facebook and Instagram. So I think that does prove a point a little.
Yeah. Now, is there anything you'd like to mention that we didn't talk about today?
Oh, not that we haven't spoken about. I'm super. Oh, you can, if you want to hear the EP in its fullness, you can hear it all. It's not out commercially till September, but if you go to Bandcamp, you can pay whatever you want for it. Because I just put it up there because not many people know who I am yet. So I'm like, I'll leave it up there just so people can check it out. So you can even listen to it, I think, for a bunch of times for free. But yeah, you're more than welcome to check that out.
Awesome. Well, Adam, I want to thank you so much for coming on the show today. I really enjoy our conversations every time we get together and chat. Let's not wait so long the next time.
100%. Thanks for still remembering me, and I can't believe it was that long. So I promise I'll hit you up a little bit more often.
Yeah. Let's stay in touch, and when you got more stuff coming out to promote, let's have you back on the show. I'd love to have you back on. It's always a pleasure chatting with you. Likewise.
Thank you so much, buddy. Really appreciate it. Have a lovely... What time is it where you're at? It's like 2 p.m., 3 p.m.?
Yeah, it's like 2 p.m. time here.
Good, man. So have a great rest of the day. I'm going to finish with a Guinness quite soon. It's just like 7:10 in the evening, and we're just wrapping up this song, and then I've got to fly back to London. But yeah, hopefully speak real soon.
Awesome. Well, safe travels and enjoy the rest of the night, all right?
Thanks, brother. Have a lovely evening.
All right.
Lots of love.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, man. Bye-bye.
Call me anytime you want. I'll be here waiting for you to call. Day or night. When you're feeling low and you got nowhere to go, and you're so depressed that you wanna give up, please don't. You don't. SpaceX flying up to space, so please pick up the phone. Ground control to the human race, yeah, I'll never be alone. Take me home, I wanna go somewhere nice with you, where the skies are Homesick tears are in your eyes. You keep on Googling why, oh why. Because when you're feeling low and you got nowhere to go, and you're so depressed that you wanna give up, please don't. Yeah, don't. SpaceX flying up to space, so please pick up the phone. Ground control to the human race, yeah, I'll never be alone. Take me home, I wanna go somewhere nice with you, where the skies are blue too. Are you homesick? We're all homesick. Take me home, I wanna go somewhere nice with you, where the skies are blue too. Are you homesick? We're all homesick. And do you feel it too? Can you feel it too? Can you feel it too? Can you feel it too? Are you homesick? We're all homesick. Can you feel it too? Can you feel it too? Can you feel it too? We're all homesick. Can you feel it too?
The Record Machine Show is a weekly radio podcast produced by Jimmy Howell Productions. All rights reserved. For information regarding distribution or adding this podcast to your website, please visit our contact page at therecordmachineshow.com to submit your request. Thanks for listening. See you next time on The Record Machine Show.
The Record Machine Show.